My mic is muted, is it?
No, I unmuted it.
Oh, hello.
Yay. Mom!
Mom's here?
Hi, Mom.
Hello,
Mom.
everyone. Welcome. Welcome
We're
to the
here.
first Greater Gatsby stream.
I can't believe it's out in the world.
It's out in the world.
It is. It happened so slow and so fast.
Yeah, I agree.
Like all of a sudden it was here.
Yeah,
agree.
I agree.
So cool.
Sign in.
And now, yeah.
Hi, everyone. Thanks for
Yes.
joining. Yeah,
So much to come.
so much to come.
Too much?
No.
One might say. This is a stream to celebrate that our newest project, The Case of the Greater Gatsby, has arrived.
Yeah.
It's a audio thing. It's an audio narrative.
Narrative, that's the way. Because I keep saying audio drama, and I'm like, but it's not that dramatic. Well, not yet.
It's an audio comedy with some drama.
Audio drom-com.
Audio drama.
Audio dramedy.
Drama.
It doesn't feel like a dramedy either. It feels
No.
like a comedy.
It just
with
feels like
maybe
a straight comedy with
Some
some
people are
mystery.
in a drama in it.
Yeah, everybody thinks they're in a drama, for
Yeah.
sure.
Thank you, everybody. So yeah,
Yay.
considering that this new project is playing wherever you listen to podcasts, and our audience is mostly on YouTube,
Mhm.
which is not where you might listen to podcasts on YouTube, but we are not planning on putting the show up on YouTube. We're going to be doing these streams sort of monthly to check in and remind everybody that we've got a project coming out. So thanks for joining us for our first stream. I should probably post on our socials that it's happening.
Oh yeah.
I'll be back.
Audio dramas from Big Finish. No, I haven't. I heard about one. I host a monthly book club on Patreon, and last time during book club we were talking about an audio drama that I might like about two like dueling mortuaries on an island, and that sounded really, really good, and I've been meaning to listen to it. That was a recommendation for me. Anyway, you should join the book club because it's really fun. And this month, it's a Fitzgerald theme. We are reading The Beautiful and the Damned
Wow.
by Ella Fitzgerald.
Where can people join your book club?
On Patreon, I believe if you sign up at the Dracula's Dreadfuls level, which is $15 a month, you can join book club. And I always have a really good time talking about the books.
And not only that, if you join at that level, you will get early access to Greater Gatsby episodes. In fact, you don't have to join at that level. You can join for just $8 a month, and you'll get early access to the new apps.
You get to feel very special and cool.
Yeah, and you'll help us do our thing.
Yeah.
Have y'all said how many episodes there will be? Do we want to say?
Yeah,
We don't.
not me, because I know, but I would like someone else to say.
I was going to
how
say we
many.
don't know exactly.
I definitely know, but if someone else was like really wanted to say,
Yeah, obviously I know too, so.
It will be coming out for many months.
many months.
Let's
There will
say
be
that.
more episodes of Greater Gatsby than there were of Headless.
Yeah,
Let's just say that.
more than 10.
Thanks. You know I need this for
There will be anywhere between 20 and 60.
Wow.
Oh no.
I don't think there will be
I
60.
don't have that in me.
It could be 21, but yeah. we're
Rebecca
thinking-
James is here?
We're thinking
Oh
20 to 30.
boy.
Yay! Long time no see.
Rebecca James.
Yeah, the natural light in this new place is great. The last place we were at, we
Wooden
did stream from.
overcoats. Okay, that's great.
So you didn't see it, but it was kind of, I don't want to say
We got-
dingy, but
Cats.
Yeah, lots of light around here. Rosie's here. Hello, Rose.
Oh,
She's on the stairs.
yeah, you can see it.
Somebody mentioned wooden overcoats. I've heard great things about that one, and I worked with one of the actors, Beth.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's the one I'm
Oh, yeah?
going to listen
It
to.
seems like you'd be into it. It's about a funeral home.
It actually made me extremely angry because I
Oh.
had a
A similar
very
idea.
similar pilot idea, and I was like, darn it! But oh well.
I mean, a lot of people don't know about wooden overcoats, so
No.
you could maybe still do your
I
pilot.
step on any toes.
Sure.
I
But
want to
will
run
listen
a
to it.
game by you.
Oh.
Ooh, that's happening a lot lately.
Yeah, just throwing it out there before I forget.
We got Mendo. Y'all
Yeah.
got Mendo.
Forgive us for eating.
Give us
Don't
our
worry.
day.
I have made lots of snacks today, per usual.
I already filled myself up on dill dip, and I don't really want my sandwich, so I might honestly save it for dinner.
Do you want me to put it in the fridge?
No, I might. I'll think about it for a little bit.
Okay.
I ate so much dill dip, you guys. I
It's
asked them
really
to stop
good.
me. No one listened. Everyone was on their phones.
I was in the kitchen.
How is arm? Arm is fine. I am on the mend. I do my physical therapy. I can bend to about 90 degrees, a little more if I'm trying really hard. I can do about 30, 25 degrees this way. And don't do it. Everything is a nightmare.
Just want to give Sinead a shout out for already being as far as she is. It took me like a month to get to 90 degrees. So you're absolutely killing it.
Been a month.
And
But you did it like immediately.
That's just the way that it broke.
I had to like
It's
make it happen.
We're fighting now.
yeah, fight with your elbows. Somebody asked how Shipwrecked does D&D is going, and it was supposed to be filmed, but then
Sorry.
Sinead broke her elbow.
Somebody
I was-
broke her elbow.
It was like scheduled for the week, 1 week after I had my surgery, and I was still on painkillers, and like there were about 2 hours of the day where I was like lucid enough and in a good enough mood, and this will last longer than that. So I didn't want to be like the grumpy, go from lawful good to chaotic evil by the end of the.
You need time after a surgery to get back to a normal human. But I will tell you that we have a new date scheduled. So, and it is this month. Well, August. So it should be coming your way eventually.
Yeah.
Yeah. Thanks for joining us today, everybody.
Yeah.
Are there any plans for you guys to be in the UK? That's so nice of you to say that you'd love to audition. No, but we love the UK. So if anybody wants to bring us there.
Yeah, we'd love to go there. I don't think we'll be making anything there.
I wish. That's
Yeah.
like my biggest dream is to come to the UK and just make everything there. Please.
Again, I just want to say this stream is to celebrate Greater Gatsby. So I have some Prosecco if anybody would like some. I also made a beautiful cake, if I do say so myself, that I'll be
Very
bringing out in a little
1930s.
bit. I don't know if it is, but
I think they would eat
think
it in
so?
the 30s. Yeah, it's like dainty and like
it's out of a Great British Cookbook that Sinead got me for Christmas or birthday one time. I'm really excited about it.
Yeah.
I have not done much baking myself in the last year, so I'm excited to do some baking. And so far, I think this cake's gonna be good.
Thank you, friends.
Hey, Sean. He's gone.
I am a sign language enthusiast, and I also am going to Italy in October and have been trying for 1 week to learn Italian. And I am
Ooh,
very bad at it.
how's
But I
it
know
going?
a good amount of Spanish, so I feel like that makes it a little easier.
Similar.
A lot of the words are the same. And some of them are very similar. But if anybody knows Italian and just wants to like
Don't watch me eat.
message me in Italian and see if I can understand it, it'd be great.
I do think we'll be having some special guests today. Oh, thank you for your congratulations. We did get married. We are wed.
You can?
What?
Quebec James speaks Italian.
Whoa! We're back to James.
And
we love
French.
you. So glad you're back. Okay. Well, what did everybody think of the first episode?
Yeah, tell us your thoughts.
What are you excited about? What'd you think? Tell us everything.
Who's my favorite character?
I was gonna ask you to bring me a sparkle.
Oh, yeah.
Would you?
Anybody want sparklies? Sparklies?
I've got one, thank you. I think my favorite character fluctuates between Dash and Bixby. Yeah. Uh-oh. Oh no. There we are. We're still here.
Sorry.
I know. But he definitely deserved it.
Who deserved what?
What are we talking about?
Roger deserves to be in jail.
Oh. Roger. Talking about the first episode.
Yeah.
Oh, maybe. It made Elizabeth happy. It's good.
Yeah.
That's good. That's
That's what
like
we
a
aim for.
baseline. Like that's what we're aiming for.
Yeah.
Paul, yeah, Counting Crows.
Yeah, you got it. You know.
I like for people, that's exactly the type of callback or like homage I want, where somebody hears something and they're like, that sounds familiar. And then later they're like, wait, very familiar. Did they copy? No, they did that on purpose. I want there to be layers and levels of everything.
I don't know. I know we've told this story, but I want to tell it again.
Again.
When we were writing Gilded Lily, we wrote in the opening monologue, we wrote in a line from the song Closing Time by Semisonic. And it was totally meant to just be a filler line, a temp line. We liked the idea of it, but we were like, okay, we'll rewrite it later. And we never did. And then when we were filming, we were at the YouTube space and we were either filming the Kickstarter video or all the Ford's office stuff.
Mm-hmm.
We built a set. And that night at the YouTube space, Dan Wilson, I think is his name, the lead singer of Semisonic, was doing a concert.
Oh, I forgot that one.
So yeah.
Kismet.
So we decided, okay, that's a good sign. We'll just leave this line in. And now it's turned into a thing.
Also, we were shooting Gilded Lily 6 years ago today.
Was Al Gore there for the Kickstarter video?
Yeah, I think it was
Maybe,
the
yeah.
Kickstarter video.
That was crazy. We were just like doing our silly noir thing, and then we'd peek out, and Al Gore was just giving a speech about the climate.
Mm-hmm.
And we're smoking.
And getting a headache. And we made an Al Gore character poster.
Oh yeah! Wow.
Mm-hmm.
we waste our precious time on things.
But you know what is not a waste of time? Our sponsor for this show, which you may know and you may have heard of thanks to the Trousers, who are famously their spokespeople. Hunt-A-Killer.
Yay, Hunt-A-Killer!
Thanks,
Thanks,
Hunt-A-Killer, for sponsoring Greater Gatsby. Hey, do you want to tell us something you love about
Yeah.
Hunt-A-Killer?
Well, so for Headless, they sent us a game that we played, and then we used some of the pieces in our little Hunt-A-Killer ads that we did that were so fun.
Yeah.
And it was called, what was it called? It was called
Something-
Curtain Call.
Curtain Call.
And in which you find a mummified corpse in the attic of a theater, which all of this is just like making my Phantom of the Opera heart sing. And you just have to find out who killed Viola Vane in the theater with I won't spoil anything else for you.
Spoil.
And it was so fun. We all got together one evening to play it,
Mm-hmm.
and it really is, it's made for folks like us.
Yeah.
Especially when writing a mystery, you're like,
Yeah, it's nice to have a sponsor that we already liked.
Mhm.
We already liked the stuff they do.
yeah, I've gotten boxes for several people in my life as gifts, subscription boxes.
And obviously, if you like the sort of stuff we do, you're probably going to like Hunt-A-Killer.
Yeah. So thanks.
Can't see the title. This one is Murder at the Motel. We haven't actually played it yet, but I bet we'll play it on a future stream. We just have an inkling.
We
Don't
also
know
love
any
the
of that
continued
means.
relationship with Hunt-A-Killer, and we will probably keep talking about them
Yeah, stay tuned.
every
Get ready for the jump
15
scare.
minutes or so.
Hunt-A-Killer jump scare.
Do we have any special guests joining us yet?
Not yet.
Wow, rude.
If you remember at the last stream, in the living room, we had our desktop just right in the middle of everything. So that's why I'm back here with my laptop,
Mhm.
just trying to. We don't have a long enough cable to plug into the router, so I'm back here now.
I was just going to say this one is called Murder at the Motel for those who couldn't see it because of the glare. And we will maybe play it.
Yeah.
Definitely play it, but maybe. But
Well,
yeah.
Sean and Sinead, do you want to tell us a little bit more about how Greater Gatsby came to be and why we decided to do this project?
Yeah, it's all a blur because things have been happening for so many years now, and Shipwrecked has been a thing for so long.
Mhm.
But I remember we were at Carthay Circle restaurant in Disneyland's California Adventure long ago. It must have been at least 2016.
Yeah.
If not before.
Yeah.
But probably 2016. Probably
Probably
after
before.
Boat Party, but
Because, yeah, it was at least during Boat Party because we originally, I'm sorry, stepping on your toes, had this idea, and then we were like, well, what if we made kind of a shorter prequel one for Buffer the next year? And that's how Gilded Lily came about.
right. So we had that sometime in the year probably this latter half of 2016. Sean and I were there, and we were like, just came up with this plot. We love Who Framed Roger Rabbit. Sean especially loves film noir, and that whole vibe. He'd always wanted to do a film noir. Had maybe done a film noir
Whoa.
in the past.
With people you may know.
People you may know. And this idea came about, and F. Scott Fitzgerald is his name is on that first napkin that we were scribbling on, Murder of F. Scott Fitzgerald, and what happened. We definitely have some huge plot ideas that are different now because of just the way things happen, the way characters have shifted and changed, and we've created new ones. But yeah, we had that whole idea, and then we decided to kind of make a prequel. And chose something a little less intense than murder. Just some light blackmail between spouses.
A little bit. Yeah, we just did Boat Party, and we were like, let's do a film noir where nobody dies, and there's no murder, and everything's fine. You know, just like your classic film noirs.
Yeah.
But now we're back into murder.
Love murder.
We do have a very special guest.
Whoa.
How special?
Maybe the most special guest that
Oh, I feel bad for all the other guests.
Yes, you should. They should feel bad.
Well, that's who I think.
You can
All
see
right.
them.
Oh, I can't. I don't have my glasses on.
Let him
It
in.
is who I think.
It is, yeah, the most special guest.
Let him in. Oh.
Look at I'm doing the two-handed wave and the look around like I can see other people.
Ladies and gentlemen, it is Archibald Maitland himself, Tim de la Motte.
Wow, everybody. I was very excited to hear we were talking about episode 1, so I figured who better to come in than someone who was in episode 1,
Yeah,
which is
Then
me.
our opener, our
Smart,
opening character, really.
intelligent.
That's right.
That's why we hired you.
That's right.
Also, I don't know if you know this, Tim, but your character was named by one of our patrons, Jane. And Jane is here. And Jane was so excited to find out. It was a surprise that the name that
And the name is
Jane created was
an
in it.
amalgam of
Yeah.
real names of old Hollywood actors, I believe.
Mm-hmm.
Clark, Cary Grant, and
Jimmy
Jimmy
Stewart.
Jimmy Stewart.
That's an incredible honor. It's awesome because like I don't know, I was raised on old timey movies like this, and I was raised on like I don't know, falling in love with those early studio pictures and stuff like that. So falling into this role and falling in with you crowd, it's just like it's the most fun thing I get to play. You know, my dad was a huge fan of these old movies, and yeah, I like getting to channel different versions of those kinds of people because I think they're all like so big and so incredible. I've been watching a lot of like the early Twilight Zone episodes recently, and I've been watching a lot of old Columbo episodes, and I'm just like thoroughly entranced by all these like old timey actors and character people and stuff like that. So it was so fun.
You killed it. You always kill it.
Yeah.
We
Y'all
always,
are too kind.
no, we always ask you to be weird guys. And
You know, Santa.
Wait, what's so weird about a guy who's in love with his pet giraffe?
yeah.
Did you, Tim? Have you seen the fan art of the giraffe?
No, I don't think I have. Where was that?
Can you put it in the?
Yeah, well, send it to me.
It's
Or was
it's in
it
the
just on
Discord.
Discord?
Yeah, it was just on Discord.
It's worth seeing.
Give us a
Oh, I
minute.
believe it. She's
Also,
a beautiful creature, a long-necked, beautiful creature.
Do you have a favorite film noir?
I saw at the New Beverly a few years ago. I saw what is the one with the like is it? It's I always say Kiss Kiss Bang Bang, but that's not what it's called. It's about like there's like an atom bomb in the back in the trunk of the car. God, what is it called? It was a double feature with Repo Man. It was like a Sam Spade thing. Weirdly enough, though, I was reading a Raymond Chandler book recently, and where I live, I can see out my window the apartment that Sam Spade lived in all those Raymond Chandler books. Yeah, the Bryson. It's like right around the corner from us.
Kiss
That's
Me
really
Deadly.
Kiss Me Deadly. Thank you. Not Kiss Kiss Bang Bang. But yeah, Kiss Me Deadly is crazy because there's this thing like you can't open the trunk. And if you open the trunk, you essentially get vaporized. And it was like, or like right around the atom bomb. So it's a film noir mixed with like a sci-fi, mixed with a mystery and stuff like that. It's super cool. And seeing it at the New Beverly on film as a double feature with Repo Man was super fun.
Repo Man's
Yeah.
a weird movie.
Repo Man's a cool movie. It's so funny because so many films. That one starts out filmed down in the Arts District, like right where the Verve Coffee is in the Arts District, and they've used that location so many times. It was in Anchorman, it was in Repo Man, it was in an old Laurel and Hardy short that I watched a few months ago, and it's just like this incredible location. And when Repo Man opens up down there, it's just like, oh man, this is gonna be a great old movie. But funnily enough, they also opened with a cartoon because like either Quentin Tarantino or like someone that works for him programs all of the stuff that goes on at New Beverly. And they had a Looney Tunes right before it where like they shoved a bunch of stuff into Porky Pigs' trunk. And when a cop looked in the back, it like destroyed it, like it all flew out the trunk and killed the cop, I guess.
Good program.
But it was like basically like another thing where there's like something in the trunk that you can't see. So it was like a triple header. It's good stuff.
I really like those old cartoons, and you watch them when you're like 10, you're like, this is funny. And then you watch them again when you're older and you finally understand what they were trying to talk about or reference.
Yeah.
It's great.
Yeah. And it's incredible too to watch it at the New Beverly on film. Cause again, like my dad, being an old film guy when he was growing up, like he would be like, yeah, Saturdays we go to the movie theater and we'd be there for like 6 hours and we'd like watch a bunch of cartoons, see a bunch of newsreels, watch a bunch of like Abbott and Costello's and then like the main feature. So it's cool watching movies, like going to a movie theater and seeing some of those Warner Brothers cartoons. They're like so cool to watch on film.
That's so fun.
Yeah, really
Went to see
fun.
Crimson Peak at the New Beverly. They played a bunch of Casper the Friendly Ghost short films. And that.
Oh, cool.
I like
Yeah,
it.
Touch of Evil. Touch of Evil is cool too.
Yeah, that's one of the
Dude.
first ones I watched.
Oh, thank you also for saying my Columbo, my grandpa voice during The Princess Bride. That was, I literally thought at the time I was just doing Mo Sizlak from The Simpsons. and then someone was like, no, that's where like Mo got his voice. I was like, oh, interesting. Okay, cool. And now I'm like absolutely obsessed with watching.
Oh, wow. Yeah.
Tim,
Wow, I
you
thought about that.
are so good at voices.
Gandalf, Fezziwig.
Yeah.
You guys, I don't know if some of you are my patrons, but I did readings of the full Lord of the Rings trilogy last year because it's my favorite. And Tim has never seen the movies, and you somehow did a spot on Ian McKellen. It's
it was
crazy.
really good.
I think Ian McKellen just inhabited me during that. I've read the books enough. I know Ian McKellen from I guess X-Men.
Incredible. It was
Oh, thank you.
bonkers. And
Thank
yeah, your Princess Bride voice was like exactly it. You're so good.
No, everybody in your whole circle absolutely crushes it though. Like Joey's Gollum was like absolutely next level, like so fun.
Travis Gollum.
Travis Gollum, he is committed.
Yeah.
No, it's his birthday tomorrow.
Aww.
Oh.
How exciting.
Well, in honor of Joey's birthday eve, here's some fan art.
Mm.
Wow.
But not of Joey.
Oh, good. Of a giraffe?
No.
Did it work?
They put tomatoes on it.
Does yours have tomato?
I don't know.
Maybe,
Devastating.
maybe it's wrong. Maybe it's
Is it working?
flipped.
It was so good it can't be shown over the internet.
Yeah, I've not seen it.
All right.
Oh, you guys, it's very important that we see this
I
art.
know.
Really. Hold on.
This is
Okay.
the one.
Wait, where can you watch Lord of the Rings readings? Let's just do them all again.
Let's do them right now.
Yeah, let's do it right now.
No, you can sign up on my Patreon if you want to see them.
See what?
our Lord of the Rings readings.
Oh,
I
yeah,
see.
yeah, yeah. They were very fun.
Oh, here we go.
They're so
Here we go. Okay, let's try it again.
Okay, let's see this art.
Giraffe, giraffe,
Is it working?
giraffe. No.
I
I'm
can't.
not
No.
seeing it.
Come on.
Oh, do I need to do it? I need to do it.
You
Yes.
can do it?
Do I?
Why?
Let's try it. I don't know.
What if we just drew it again?
Oh, wait. I got it.
Figure it out?
Here it comes.
Yeah.
Whoa!
No, this is Sean's gluten-free bread.
Oh, you're right.
So they just
Oh,
made it with me.
The leopard print is a bit gauche.
yeah. It's a lot. It's too much.
It is a lot. I mean, but honestly, like she's an artist. She does what she will. You know, a lot of people said the same thing about Jennifer Lopez's dress at the Oscars at one time, that it was a bit much, but now it's iconic. I would like to see the Stella in the Bjork dress that is a swan. That would also be a good dress for.
Sounds like
for
a
Stella.
challenge.
Yeah.
Wonderful Courtney, who is here, made this, and it's so great. And if you don't know what it is, listen to the first episode. But I think everybody here has listened. So.
Yeah, it was so fun.
It
It
is.
was a fun recording thing.
I'll do that.
Well, I think it's another time to mention how much we enjoy games. We really do. Sean and I just played a game last weekend called Watergate. It was a 2-person game, very fun. I'm planning on doing monthly game streams on my own Patreon. But a game that we love to play is, you guessed it, Hunt a Killer. And the one that we have now is Murder at the Motel. But don't worry, there are so many different ones. There's so many different ones.
Are you having a hard time there?
I am. I'm trying to pick it up with one hand, and
You got
it's
it.
not working. Murder at the Motel. And you know what? We probably, and by probably, I mean certainly, will be playing it on a future live stream. So as I mentioned, we are planning on doing live streams, I think like monthly, here on our YouTube channel to promote Greater Gatsby, just to remind people that it's out since it's not being put out here on our YouTube channel. And Hunt a Killer is our very wonderful, generous sponsor of the show.
And
So,
I just want to say, this is not your typical road trip pit stop.
oh, crazy.
Have you all seen the movie Identity? I'm really hoping it's going to be like that. I watched the movie Identity, which takes place at a roadside motel, while at a roadside motel, and I was super scared.
Well,
But I want to relive it by playing Hunt a Killer.
let me tell you what this Murder at the Motel is about, I guess. It says, this isn't your typical road trip pit stop.
Oh.
Like Sean said. When a man hired to make repairs in a remote desert motel, I'm sorry, I'm having a hard time reading. When a,
It's that Prosecco cake.
I haven't even had any yet. When a man hired to make repairs in a remote desert motel is discovered dead in one of the rooms by the housekeeper, oh no! Police are looking at an escaped convict on the run as the only suspect. But the guests who stayed at the motel that weekend have secrets that might just point to someone else as the real killer. Secrets that only you can bring to life. Do you have what it takes to hunt a killer? I'm genuinely excited. That sounds great. So stay tuned to a future live stream, and we'll play some Hunt a Killer. And if Murder at the Motel is not your jam, they have so many different ones.
Mm-hmm.
Like truly so many.
You have a rodeo one.
Yeah,
Um,
that's fun.
There's murders at all these kinds of places.
There's murders everywhere.
Yeah.
Oh my God, what a world.
Anywhere, anytime.
And I don't
Okay,
want it to
now
happen in real life, but in my games,
Shoot.
okay.
Yeah, I just realized we need to have a link in the description. So
Oh yeah.
Oh,
I'm gonna go do that in the other room.
well, while you're gone, I'm going to invite our next special guest. Are we ready to meet the person who is putting this all together for us? She's doing such an amazing job. I don't understand how she's doing it. Truly.
Really.
Lizzie Goldsmith. Hi.
Lizzie!
Hi,
Hello.
excited to be here.
Yeah, thank you for joining us. There's so many things that I want to know about how you do this.
I want to know how you keep from getting overwhelmed when we send you just a million tracks in one day.
I think now that we've launched, definitely is good because like deadlines are good and helpful, right? Yeah, well, now that we're going and like it's like okay, we got Wednesday launch day. It's like okay, cool. Now I have my day that I send the version 1 and day send version 2, and yeah, I mean that I could get a lot more boring than that, but I feel like I'm in a rhythm. I feel like I'm in a groove.
Right? Yeah. I mean, everything. Everything is sounding so good.
Mm-hmm.
It's really cool. It's like when we watch like a cut at Joe's of like the first cut of a show or something we finally see put together, but we're not seeing that process. We just receive a file from you, and it's like, oh wow, this really came together.
Yeah.
Like everything you do to it like makes it come alive.
And when we've been recording all out of order because we've been like scheduling based on actor availability. And sometimes people just read lines. Sometimes we do the whole scene.
Mm-hmm.
It's just, there's a lot going on.
Luckily, I have the scripts though, so I can like print them out and just like cross stuff off as I get them. That's kind of early stage process.
Tim, for instance, you did Archibald Maitland in the first episode. You also pop up in episode 2.
I do.
Mhm.
I literally I have no idea. Wait, did we do on the same day? Did we record a different episode?
Yeah.
We did, right? Okay, yeah, I remember that. I remember like man, that was such a fun little day. Like that space that we were recording in was so fun and so cool. And the crew there was so amazing. And everyone's in the room together. Like I didn't know what I was getting into when we walked in, that like everyone's going to be in the room and able to play off each other. But watching Sean and Sinead turn into Fig and Ford and be like, you know, you're kind of like, all right, they've been doing this all day. They're like on your game. So you got to like step up and really meet them where they're at.
Fun.
And it was so fun. It was such a great experience.
Yeah, shout out to Ears Up Audio,
Mm-hmm.
which is where Tim recorded. We actually have recorded at 2 different places, Ears Up and Noah Hunt Audio, both of which are great, and both of which you can hear. Yeah, we have stuff in the first episode from both recording studios. So
You can't tell the difference. Can't tell the difference.
You can't tell and you won't know when we recorded. When I show up on the second day, you won't know where I was unless
true.
you've been there and you followed my stink.
Hey, Lizzie, thanks for joining us.
Yeah, for sure. Excited to. It's kind of like my like Shipwrecked debut sort of
Shipwrecked
thing.
debut.
Woo! So we've been working together for a couple of years on like Dear Old World and Anne and stuff. So, but it's fun to do like audio drama in this context. It's
Wait, Lizzie,
my first love.
did you work on the Avonlea job too? Oh, really? Cool. I got to do a little voice on that too.
So Lizzie just like reached out to me. If those of you watching don't know, I did a few years ago. I don't even know how to explain this project. I was sad and bored, so I decided to make sort of a radio play of the Anne Shirley series, the Anne of Green Gables series, which I just started with Anne of Green Gables, the first book, and I didn't have plans to do past that, but I ended up doing the first 3 books. And I read it and I play Anne, and then so many of our wonderful friends lend their voices to play the different characters. Sean, my husband, for instance, is Gilbert. And I thought I would put sound effects and music just to sort of make it an enhanced listening experience. And I started putting that out publicly. I originally did it just for my own Patreon. Started putting it out publicly, and wonderful Lizzie just reached out to me, and she was like, hey, I do this for real because I don't. And I would love to sort of like brush up your episodes if you want. Like, I'll just do it for free, which is so nice of you to offer. And I can't even remember now. I don't think you ended up doing it for the first book, but you definitely did for the second. Just made it all sound amazing, and you did such a great job. And then that that led to us asking you to work on this. So.
And those sounded great, and you weren't recording at like a actual recording studio. It was people like on their phones.
And in my closet.
Yeah.
All my stuff was on my horrible phone.
I was recording also in a closet, which, I'm glad you were able to make it sound like a cohesive piece.
Yeah, that was a lot of fun. We all need I work in like daily news sort of thing, podcasting is like my day job. And so, but like sound design is my first love and like audio fiction. And so it's really exciting to get back into that. But yeah, Anne was fun. Anne was fun getting to like take Anne Bevanley from start to finish.
Yeah. So Lizzie, tell us more about like the other audio stuff that you do.
Yeah, for sure. Goodness, audio and me go back a long way. I grew up listening to radio dramas, and just somewhere along the line decided I wanted to make my own. In grad school, I like adapted a book into a memoir into an audio drama, and it was really fun. Like it was just like the most fun I've like ever had, and I'm like, oh, like I wish there were more like opportunities to do this sort of thing like outside of like a school context where you have like, you know, students willing to do your stuff and, you know, great studios and things like that. And that actually, I think that's going to be finally, because it's adapted material, it's been a long process of getting the audio rights and everything, but I'm hoping to finally get to release that as a podcast pretty soon, hopefully. But other than that, I work for a company called CityCast, and it's like daily news podcasts, news and culture podcasts. Like we're in 11 cities right now. So yeah, very different sort of podcasting than a lot of people do, which is daily podcasting, right? It's a thing, but it's like, it means you're really having to like do a really quick turnaround with, you know, your interview tape. And so it's nice having, I mean, sound design is just, like I said, my love anyway, but it's nice you can spend a little more time with something. But yeah, it's a fun podcast. If it's in your area, definitely check it out. But yeah, sound design is where it's at for me.
Whoa,
Oh, cool.
I'm a fan of CityCast. That's so cool.
Ooh, nice. I'm curious, Heather, which CityCast podcast do you live in? I know all 11 cities, and I could reel them off, but
Don't say Boise. She can't say Boise.
that is one of the cities, actually.
I see the website.
But yeah, I'm based in Denver, so I started out with the CityCast Denver team, and I work with kind of all of them. But
So cool.
CityCast Philly, nice, awesome. I'll have to let him know. That's one of our newer ones. Fun.
That's so cool.
Hopefully one day we'll be in the LA area. We'll keep you posted if we are. But
Well,
that's a little bit about me.
you're doing an amazing job on Greater Gatsby. I hope we have already shouted your praises because we're throwing so much at you, and you're just killing it. It sounds so fun. It's so, yeah, I don't know, just like listening to the first episode for the first time, we were like, oh, this is cool. Like,
Yeah.
this is fun.
It sounds great.
Yeah, there are moments when I was like, I would like go back and listen to like a little sequence, even though it was done. I was like, I really like how that sounds together, like with this sound coming in here. Like, and I was like, oh, that's a great sign that I'm just so proud of this material and how it sounds.
Yeah, us too. Thank you for working your magic on it. So
For
fun.
sure.
Does anybody have any questions for Lizzie about putting it together?
Oh, Lizzie, if you ever need Archibald Maitland to show up and do like CityCast Houston or anything like that, if there's like a zoo escape or something, I can get in there and put a voice to it.
Right
Just-
forward.
Antagonistic.
Yeah, just extremely angry at. I mean, I can look. I went to school near Philly. I can channel that. I used to live in Chicago. I can channel that a little bit. So let me know if there's any zoo escapes, any animals need talking to, or police need arguing with. I'm your guy.
Got it. It's actually funny. In our first year in CityCast Denver, I convinced the team to do a War of the Worlds style
Oh wow!
episode because like we get all this like moths, like time of year where moths like invade on their way to the mountains, and I was like, we should do like the moth attack. And everyone's like, well, sure, let's just do that. And so those are only sort of scripted audio drama, just like, and like, you know, some people liked it. Some people who wanted more news it wasn't their thing, but it was fun to sort of direct my coworkers as actors rather than journalists.
That's
So,
cool.
Just wanted to say thank you to the person who said that they loved Headless. Thank you so
Yeah.
much. We also love Headless. If anybody hasn't watched it, please go watch it. It's really good.
Oh,
That's
and
really
if
hard.
you are, Samantha, if you're people wondering where to find The Greater Gatsby, it's available on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Google.
Oh, I should go
Yeah.
put it in the link
We'll put a link.
to the on
and
this
you
live
can,
stream.
like, subscribe, and it'll just update every week when there's a new episode, so you won't have to do anything after that.
Yeah, I'll go put the link in right now. And somebody had a question for Lizzie.
Yeah.
Lizzie, do you have any
Yeah.
for aspiring sound designers?
Exciting. No, I love like just it's just a really fun field to get into. One thing is like people often don't know what it is. Like when I was making audio dramas, I was like, it's like a movie without the picture. And that was okay, because it's not an audiobook, right? Though there are some more exciting audiobooks out there. Well, audiobooks are fun if you're an audiobook person, but there are audiobooks out there where they do have that enhanced sort of thing. Yeah, so getting into sound design, I am a member. I have like a membership to a big sound effects library website called SoundSnap. Also, Epidemic Sound is a big one, but then that has both sound and music. And so there's also, if you're not wanting to I think you can listen to stuff on those websites, at least SoundSnap, without downloading. Freesound.org is a great entry to like kind of just seeing what's out there. So but even you can like record your own stuff too. And that is often a really great entry point to see just experiment with playing around with sound. Generally when I'm sound designing, I'll start with the ambient sound for whatever space we're in, right? So if you heard episode 1, there's Bixby's, there's the studio set, there's an office, more sets will come up, but those are some main ones here. So I'll set up that sonically, usually it's more than one sort of ambient track sound. And just get that right. Walla is, people talking, but you can't, it's just to sound like people talking, but not distract you where you're focusing on that conversation sort of thing. So ambience, Walla, that will kind of build your room. And then, footsteps are a beast, but if you go on any sound effects website, you'll hear some, you'll be like, that doesn't sound like how it would sound.
You should hear how I walk around the house. It's very clump, 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 clump.
True. So but that was the thing. Having grown up listening to a lot of radio dramas, I think that gave me an ear for. I think sometimes sound effects can be layered in too heavy-handed, and so I think that I can pull back a little bit and layer them in more subtly, right? Like panning things left and right to really create that sonic space. There's a lot to be said, honestly, about sound design, and happy to go in depth more if there are any other specific questions. But yeah, generally just kind of play around with stuff, even stuff on YouTube, download stuff, hop into Audacity, put it together, see how it sounds, keep going from there. But yeah, it's a fun world to get into. I'm very excited.
I love that.
Lizzie, I'm curious how many sound effects you've created. Foley, I guess, doing Foley, and what would your favorite sound effect be?
Can I think about that for a minute? And first,
oh sure.
While she thinks about it, Sinead, I think you have a story to tell.
Oh wow. Do I have a story about Hunt a Killer?
Oh,
I do. It's our sponsor. We're talking about them again. Get over it. It's great. So I just wanted to tell the story really quick about this one time that I went to Vermont for a wedding. The wedding was canceled because of COVID, but eventually we were able to gather in a spooky mansion in Vermont. And I didn't really know anybody, except for Alec, obviously. And the people getting married, but I wasn't super close to them. But they had got the Blair Witch box of Hunt a Killer. So it's based on the Blair Witch Project. Someone went missing in the woods and you have to go find them and there's a spooky witch. And we played that on the first night, and it was a really great way to get to know everybody because everybody had something to do the entire time. And I, you know, it was my first time playing the game, and I was like, oh, check this out. And that's kind of what inspired me to start getting it for people as a gift. I was like, this is actually like a really great way for socially awkward people like myself to make friends because you feel like you're putting your skills to the test in a way that's not forced or weird. So highly recommend that particular box. I ended up getting that as a present for Alex Ovadia, so you know her, the amazing Alex Ovadia, and she did the entire like 6-season box of that. I think it was 6 different boxes. Anyway, that's my little hunt-a-killer anecdote for this hour. We'll be back. Don't worry.
Thanks, Sinead.
Back to Lizzie.
All right, Lizzie, have you had time to think about your question?
Yeah. So just to clarify, Sean, do you mean like sounds I've gone out and recorded with my own mic, or?
Yeah.
Okay.
Ooh, in my face.
I haven't done as many of those, just because like usually the libraries are able to be helpful. But like I've really enjoyed when I've gotten to like use my car, like take my mic in my car. If there's like certain like car sounds or just like car ambience, that's been kind of fun to just like layer in. We haven't had any like vehicle scenes in Greater Gatsby so far. So my car, which I've named Yippo, has not made an appearance. I also have a very vocal cat that I hope to like include in things. But again, you know, the need for a cat in audio drama is, you know, when you need one, you need one. When you don't, you don't.
I think Kitty Butt, my cat, made it into one of those hand books.
Really?
Yeah.
Aw.
Yeah.
Everybody got a part. That's so cute.
Kitty Butt was in the Anne thing.
Aww.
She's very famous. All right, well then we'll have to write a car.
Yeah.
Right?
I'm always like, I always am reminding myself, this is the 1940s. So
Yeah.
I mean, how much could my 1980s or what is my car? 1990s, whatever my car is, like, who would know like that's not a period appropriate vehicle?
They had to wind them up back then, I think.
Somebody listening is like, wait a minute, that's running on unleaded gas. And I could be like, it's not age appropriate or not period appropriate.
Mm.
They'll take us down.
Yeah, well, let's hope they get buried in the comments.
There's some stuff in this that's not period appropriate.
Yeah, and that's what we do.
Yeah, that's our thing.
Okay, cool. It's like anachronisms.
Yeah.
Yeah, I love a good anachronism.
And you can fudge it a bit more, I think, with audio than video too.
What's that?
You can fudge it a little more with audio sometimes, I think.
Yeah, I've watched a couple of like BTS features on Foley artists and just honestly looks like maybe the most fun job in like film production because they're just sitting in a studio with like cantaloupes, smashing them together. And
it's always vegetables, right? It's always like someone will like crack a bone. And it's always celery, or somebody will like punch a guy and it's like a piece of meat or something that they're like whacking against a cabbage.
What did they use for the lightsaber sounds? Isn't that something?
Cabbage.
Cabbage, I think.
Yeah, cabbage. You're right.
Yeah.
Okay,
They just recorded cabbage. Yeah.
Sorry. Samantha asked for the Google link. If you refresh the stream. Oh, you did. I'm sorry, I missed it. It's in the description. And then Sinead also put it right there. There she is.
Did Heather mention my uncle Vinny instead of my cousin Vinny? I'm confused.
Oh, my Uncle Vinny.
I'm in love with this Uncle Vinny character, though.
That's when they reboot it.
Oh, cool. Okay, cool.
Be my uncle, man.
What were you about to say, Sinead?
Oh, I was just about to say, going along with the audio podcast being a movie without sound, it is, but also it's come with so many more challenges for writing.
Mm-hmm.
I'll write a scene and then be like, oh, you can't see any of that action. I literally need to write forward being like, and then I walked in and saw this and this and this and these people here, and they were doing this. And it works because of the voiceover but it would be weird to do another time period where the voiceover wasn't like, it didn't make sense thematically. So
Yeah, it'd be hard to not have a narrator. In my like book adaptation from a few years back, I decided not to have a narrator. And it definitely, and I was like writing the adaptation too. So, but it made it a lot more like, okay, how do we convey that we've like now moved to this? And, you know, yeah, I'll definitely have to get some like tester audiences before I like release it to make sure, hey, is this making sense? Is this making sense to people? But it's great that you guys had that like VO sort of like thing already like ready to like segue right to audio. It just like is great when like with the genre too. It just works really, really nicely.
I will say that so far, maybe has been our greatest challenge was figuring out how to differentiate the sound of the voiceover, like when Ford and Fig are talking in their heads, explaining to the audience,
someone was just
versus
complimenting it on
Yeah.
Discord, I think, today.
yeah, versus like the actual stuff, the conversations they're having with characters or with each other. We had a hard time, but I think we ended up happy with what we came up with.
We wanted it to be sort of dreamlandy when they were in their voiceover. We call it voiceover land.
Yeah.
And then
We originally were planning on filming the voiceovers in the sound booth.
Oh,
at,
yeah. I
at
forgot
Music
about
Studio.
that.
So Tim, that's where we recorded our scene. And then we were going to record the dialogue scenes with other people outside in the main room, which is a lot bigger. And the idea was that there would be like a difference in the quality of voices that you would just be able to automatically hear. Then we ended up just not doing that because they were worried about noise bleeding in from the street. And so
And it was just going to take too much time to like go back and forth in between the booth.
now it would be too hot.
Suppose that's true.
it's
Yeah.
pretty hot in that booth.
Yeah, it is pretty hot.
Well, the nice thing is, you know, when you record your audio dry, like, and just like really good quality, like it is, then you can like add stuff to it afterwards, right? You can like make it whatever you need it to be, whether it's voiceover or like someone on the other side of a door, you know, like sounding all muffled. So
Right. Totally.
the magic of audio.
Heard it all, neighbor.
It's really cool to hear. Like there is a phone conversation in the next episode, and that was really
Ooh.
fun.
Whoa, spoilers.
Yeah, spoiler.
So sorry. Did they have phones back then?
Oh my God. I'm learning all this for the first time. I wish I had read the script.
You better believe that I Googled how did like phone calls work in the 1940s to try to like match it sonically as much as possible.
Yeah, we're always doing a lot of that. Googling.
What I've been so impressed with so far, I mean, so much, but how everybody is finding their own 1940s noir voice, and nobody has been too similar.
Yeah.
Like you think of it, and you're like, oh yeah, there's the mid-Atlantic accent, but everybody is, and some people aren't there on the same days. They don't know what other people are doing, but everybody is still very, very distinct, which is very cool. Everybody's got their own zeroed in type of voice that they're doing for the 40s.
Yeah. It's really making the world feel real and alive. Alive.
Mhm.
Great. What else? I just want to say, Lizzie and Tim, feel free to hang as long as you like, and feel free to peace whenever you want.
Yeah.
Just so
That's
you know.
very generous. I am actually gonna bounce out in a couple of minutes here, but I just wanted to say again, thank you so much for having us, and thank you so much for always including me and letting me play with y'all. It's always a gosh darn blast.
Thanks.
Great
for
to meet you, Tim.
Yeah, you too, Lizzie. I appreciate what you do as well. It was funny that when you're talking about like audio content and things like that, when I was living in Chicago, I was, comedy dork, like going down every road. And I found out that like a lot of sketch comedy groups from England would do sketch albums, like that Mitchell and Webb look did that Mitchell and Webb sound. And like there were a lot of these things that I would like pirate off, which I don't condone, don't pirate things. But I used to like have trouble finding them. So I'd always listen to those. And the audio like format of doing sketch comedy is always something that spoke to me a lot. And a lot of that is in the in the production value and in the sound design, all that kind of stuff. It goes a long way. So yeah, it's really cool stuff.
I love Mitchell and Webb look,
Same.
sound, and Peep Show. That's
Yeah.
Oh my god, it's so good.
Yeah, Peep Show was like revelatory, and it's crazy too because it's also one of the few British shows that's on now for like I don't know 11 seasons or something like that. It's got like a Seinfeld run, or like it's crazy, but it's so
young
funny.
Olivia Colman also.
What's that?
A young Olivia Colman.
That's right. I want her to do one last goofy comedy before, like, so I know those weren't all a fluke. Like, she's so good in those shows, but now she's like very serious actor. I
Very
just want her
funny.
to go.
Yeah.
Yes, 100%. But that's also like what 15 years ago now. Need one more. She's so funny.
I also, Tim, we always feel so lucky every time we have you in. You're so good. You're so funny. And you're always so game to do everything. And I just saw you the other night. We went to a book signing, and Joe. I mean, he probably told me this before, but he reminded me about like how he even knows you.
Oh yeah.
Such a like Byzantine series of just coincidences and happenstances, and like an actor in one of his shows, Stellar People, was like staying on your couch or something, and like and somebody had to bow out, so he like pitched you, and it was just like, wow, it's crazy how life works.
It's just like literally an MC Escher. Like now I feel so connected to you guys, but it literally was through like an absolute like sliding doors moment that we actually even got connected. So I'm so fortunate. I'm so happy. I'm so thankful for all of y'all. So
It's funny how you can never get rid of us now.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Also, like you just keep
miss me.
like if people don't know, if people haven't seen the Headless Kickstarter video, which you should, because Tim's so good in it.
Unhinged.
It was an insane day.
We had already worked with you once when you played Santa, which you were obviously great at, but then we ended up having to call you super last minute to fill in for our Headless Kickstarter video because the other actor got sick, and you were so game for like a very last minute thing where like you just had pages and pages of like dialogue and speeches, and I just like you just always do such an amazing job, which is such a testament to like I don't know, that's why like we really enjoy hanging out with you, and also you always kill it. So like of course we keep asking you to do stuff because you just do great work.
Yeah, I appreciate it. Yeah, it was someone got a very mysterious disease right before the onset of a global pandemic.
Yeah.
It was crazy. Yeah. The wildest night. You guys, I'm sure have told this story before. That story is absolutely incredible. Thank you for having me on that. Thank you for having me on this. Thank you for having me, everybody. I hope you all have a great time with the rest of this stream.
Thanks for popping in.
All right, y'all. Bye.
Bye.
Bye, Lizzie.
Bye.
Well, Tim is so great, and you know what else is so great?
You know what's not great sometimes is writing a mystery.
Yeah.
It's rewarding but very, very challenging and very, very hard. But something that helps is playing Hunt a Killer.
Yeah.
Hunt a Killer. What's Hunt a Killer?
You get to solve the case. You have realistic evidence and immersive storylines. And what else, Sinead?
Evidence. No, but sometimes in the more modern ones, you can do like email stuff. You can email this email and they'll send you back like pages of documents, or you can do like a text message thing. That's really fun.
Very interactive.
Yeah.
It's kind of a fun way to like reboot your brain and like think about mysteries in a different way.
I do think that writing this in particular, since it is audio and we have more freedom, it's been really interesting to try and figure out like what the pace is going to be for the mystery. Like when are they going to know certain things? How are they going to know? Is it going to be a clue? Is it going to be a interview? That kind of stuff. So it's been a very interesting new challenge.
Yeah.
Very fun. Bye, Samantha.
Bye.
Thanks for joining us, and thanks everybody for saying that my Ramona impression was good. We just love the way she said that line. Go ahead, Lizzie.
I want to jump in on like, so you were asking me earlier about like favorite Foley stuff, and like I haven't recorded any of my original audio yet for Greater Gatsby, but like one of my favorite sounds to put together so far was the ceiling falling in episode 1. Like that's like what I think of first when I think of like, and I know there are others too that I really enjoyed, but like, you know, there isn't really that look up and see like ceiling. I mean, there is if you Google or look in your sound design library, you know, like ceiling falling. But I was just like check my session to like see it. It's like 4 different tracks. There's like a glass shards, there's like a tile like falling, and then there's like other dirt debris sort of like impact sounds. And so I don't know, that's one of my favorite things is like, okay, like this sound doesn't have it, this sound doesn't have it, but these 3 sounds together will get to where we need to be. So
It's like painting.
Yeah, it's fun. Yeah.
Yeah, so cool. And you do a great job. I don't think we've ever been like, yeah, it's like it's just there. You do exactly what's in our brains, which is so cool.
woo. Yeah, I like it's like I don't know. There's a lot of audio fiction podcasts out there, not as many as nonfiction, but there's a lot of horror, there's a lot of fantasy, there's a lot of sci-fi, which is great. But I don't know, I like ones that are like based or semi-based in the real world. And like so you guys kind of like have that, and there's some zany stuff, so you can kind of like I don't know, like build on what's there and then like make it your own. It's fun.
Jane asked if there is a discount code for Hunt a Killer this time. We don't have one this time, but if you haven't used the headless code, it probably still works. So you could try that. But yeah, oh yeah, Sarah mentioned Chris Higgins. He's great. Who did he read in the Gilded Lily Switcheroo? I don't even remember. But yes, he does make an appearance at the end of the first episode. Well, since we're halfway through the stream, we don't have to eat cake now, but I want to show it to you guys. And I wanted to offer if anybody wanted any champagne to celebrate, because we are celebrating that this project is finally here after we've been thinking about it for many years. So just let me know if you'd like some. I'll have some. Mainly,
Cake. What kind of cake?
well, let me show you. It's a peach Bellini cake, and it's starting to look kind of sad, so that's why I want to show it to everybody. Look at the cake.
Show the top of it better.
It's got peaches. It's a peach Bellini cake, so there's prosecco in the cake. And oh, he was Cliff. This is from the A Bake for All Seasons Great British Bake Off book, which Sinead gave me. And here we are. I made the cream and everything. Does anybody want some, or do we want to wait?
I'm still fluttering.
I still have to eat my sando.
Did we pull names out of the hat for that, or did we assign Switcheroo?
I don't remember.
Because I was 4. I dressed up. Were you Fig?
I was Lily.
Oh,
Who was I?
Mom was Faye.
you were Fig.
I was big.
That's fun. The Switcheroos were so fun.
Yeah.
The whole party one was really fun too. I don't remember who I told. Mary Shelley?
Maybe.
Did you say you would have some prosecco?
Yeah.
Okay, great.
Love Prosecco.
You want any, Sean?
Sorry, we
No, thank
can't
you.
put Prosecco through the computer for you, Lizzie.
I'm sorry, Lily.
It's okay. Virtually in spirit.
Listen.
Oh, there was a poll on Patreon, Jane coming in
Yes.
with the info.
Our archivist.
Yes. That's how we did it. I want to do another one.
We have nothing else to switch.
I know.
Oh, headless.
If
American
we do
Whoopi.
the thing that I said yesterday, who would you want to play? Reed?
Hold on. What was it? I'm trying to remember.
Yeah.
Yeah, of course. Boy, oh boy. Ooh, that's tough.
We could do a headless switcheroo.
Oh,
Oh my gosh, we should. Just the pilot.
No, the
The whole
whole thing.
thing.
Oh, somebody
I think,
enjoyed your Jimmy Stewart. Oh, interesting. Okay. Yeah.
Where are these switcheroos? This is my first time.
I think
They're
they're
on
on
our
YouTube.
YouTube
They're
channel.
on YouTube.
We just
Nice.
kind of did them out of pandemic boredom of like, this will be something fun to do.
Gotta find your outlet.
Fun.
Yeah.
Somebody asked much earlier, I think it might have been Samantha who left, but if we have any other projects that we are working on. Do you guys want to answer that?
I
Other
said it was
projects?
Greater Gatsby all day, every day, but
Yeah, it's Greater Gatsby. It's Greater Gatsby, and then at a certain point,
there's something that I am really, really yearning to do this year. I hope you are too.
yeah,
I
I
don't know
think
what
so.
it is. Oh, we have a lot of ideas that we talk about a lot.
Yeah.
That
Yeah.
we're like, we want to do this, we want to do that, but we are not moving into knowing what our next project is for a bit.
Greater Gatsby is and has been just taking a lot longer. It's been a little bit more time intensive than we thought, than we hoped.
Because there's so much script. Like there's gonna be hundreds and hundreds, already are hundreds of pages of script.
Yeah.
And you'd think that would be great for this one over here, but it takes a long time. And
It is really nice
them.
to write a scene and not have to cut 2 pages from it for time.
Well, we'll see how that goes. If everybody's like, "All right, that joke ran a little too long. You guys need an editor," because we don't have one anymore.
We do, Lizzie.
Yeah, that's true.
The third year to see if it works. I remember in like film school, it was like you got the writers, you got the directors, and you got the editors to help tell the story.
We won't be cutting to make a budget, basically, to hit a number, which is why we cut a lot of stuff previous to this. And honestly, I don't mind that because everything that we've ended up cutting for Headless and for Go Party ended up making it way better. Nobody can see me, Mary Kate.
Sorry.
They need to see me.
I'm so sorry.
So this is interesting because we don't have to do that, but I also do want to hear from people who read these scripts before we record them, like Lizzie and Joe, of course, and Mary Kate. If things are not working or if the pacing's weird or whatever. But overall, it is nice. Like we wrote a scene that was like, I don't remember what episode it was, but it was 7.
Yep.
And it went on. I don't think
several reasons went on a little too long.
Yeah, I don't think it went on too long in a bad way, but certainly if we were filming it, we would have cut it to shreds. And it's nice to not have to do that.
7's gonna be pretty fun.
Yeah.
I think. Get ready.
Yeah.
Get ready for months from now, episode 7.
I don't remember which one is 7, but maybe I think I do. There's a lot of fun stuff coming up. There's so many new characters for y'all to meet. I'm so excited for you to hear them.
Who's everybody excited to hear? New character wise. Obviously Dash.
I'm excited. Yeah, but he's not new. I mean, new and returning characters.
Yeah. Who
do you like?
It's so fun. It's so fun when we've cast someone new and they come in for the first time to hear what they're doing, what they worked on.
It has been such a huge treat to receive audio from Matt Mercer, from Leslie Margarita, and from Carlos Alazraqui, because those 3 in particular, I still can't believe they're doing this. And then every now and then they send us stuff, and it's like, oh, they didn't change their mind, and
Carlos
they're so
said
good.
the writing was good.
I
He
know.
complimented.
Carlos is always, he sends it immediately. He is so on top
He's
of
so
it.
great.
He's so great.
If you don't know Carlos, he was the voice of Rocco from Rocco's Modern Life. He and a lot of other voices, but to me, I mean, that was one of my all-time favorite things growing up. And it's very cool that
He's just the
doing
nicest,
our project.
wonderful person. So cool.
And yeah, the Punch Whistle Twins have been an idea that we've had since like the birth of this idea, basically. We're like
Yeah.
the Punch Whistle Twins or Bob the Laugh.
Yeah.
Talked about them for years.
Yeah.
Now they're finally here.
Excited to have them.
There was a character in episode 3 that really made me laugh out loud.
Oh, you
Hearing.
put it in the secret
Oh
chat.
yeah, private secret chat.
Yeah.
That's fun. I
I have no recollection of what happens in
Me
episode
neither.
3.
I know. Somebody asked if Zelda is in this. Zelda will be in this, played by Tessa Netting.
Oh, sorry, episode 4. Episode 4.
Oh, fun.
Um,
I'm excited to hear. It's fun when we're recording to see the guys who are doing the recording get tickled at what we're saying, and they start laughing. It's very fun.
Yeah.
My favorite part.
Yeah. That's
Oh yeah.
that's a new character that nobody knows about. Oh,
Another named
Yeah.
by
hi Sarah. Sarah just popped in the chat to say hello.
Willie herself. Will Camina, how's that cream treating you? How are the arteries?
Mm-hmm.
Ooh, that was another fun sound, like putting together like the Lily Thomas special. Yeah.
Cool. That was one that I was not even expecting.
I know.
And then when I heard it, I was like, oh, amazing.
Little Easter eggs, yeah.
That's fun. Yeah, so the character that Lizzie mentioned is a character that was named by a patron, another character named by a patron.
It's one of my favorite names ever created by a patron.
I think
We
it's one of my
had
favorite
some. We
names.
have had some for Headless. We've had some for this, and this is like, it's. I wish I had come up with it myself.
Our patron named headless characters were Trevor Trinkets,
Verla Wilson.
Verla
Eugene.
Wolfson, and Eugene Trousers.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Is that it? I think so.
Yeah,
So great.
so good.
So crazy.
And now
This was
there's
the group to name characters, clearly.
Yeah. You did such a good job.
all of these ones are fitting in really well.
That
as well.
is Corn
This
Sarah.
is Corn Sarah. Since
She's just sleeping.
as everyone can see, Sarah's not here,
When
but
Corn
don't worry,
Sarah goes
Corn
to
Sarah
sleep,
is.
her whole face disappears.
She has a wig and she doesn't need the sunglasses or her jewelry.
Or her neck.
Oh, her neck.
She just is a neck.
You know, Corn Sarah does not like to leave the house. And you know what's nice about not leaving the house is that you can play Hunt a Killer. And Corn Sarah is a big fan. Oh no, my
I
screen's everyone off.
tried to.
You know, we
I
can
messed
all
up.
Corn Sarah is an icon, and we can all relate to many things about Corn Sarah.
Corn Sarah's in here.
An ear con.
And we can all relate to the feeling of not really wanting to go outside sometimes, especially when it's this hot. And the nice thing about Hunt a Killer is that you can do it at home, and it's like an escape room that you don't have to drive to.
Yeah.
You don't have to find parking.
Right now, I can't drive, so even if I wanted to do an escape room, I couldn't.
But
Except
can you
I
do Hunt a
can, because I can do Hunt a Killer.
Yeah.
And honestly, I will, because I have a few boxes that I have to do.
Yeah. Also, I shouldn't say that. Not Hunt a Killer, but we got you a cool thing for your birthday,
Yeah.
I think. I hope you think it's cool.
I do.
A similar
Uh-huh.
sort of deal about Mary Shelley. But
Yeah.
I'm interested to hear how it goes.
No,
Anyway, try Hunt a Killer if you would like an escape room without leaving your home.
Can you give us a Ramona Hunting Killer?
What's Hunt a Killer?
That's it.
Yeah, thanks.
for you.
Those
Those were really fun to make.
They were so fun. Huh. I wonder what sort of Hunt a Killer ads we'll be doing for Greater Gatsby.
I wonder.
Huh. I wonder.
Hmm.
Yeah, an escape room you don't have to drive to.
Yeah.
Who doesn't love that? So fun.
So I have to hop off in about 5 minutes. So if anybody has any final audio,
Chance
please,
Your audio question then.
for Lizzie.
before I go to a Shakespeare play.
Fun. Which one?
Much Ado About Nothing.
Hmm.
Yeah, I'd say it's. I mean, I don't know all the Shakespeare comedies, but of the ones I know, it's my favorite.
It's really good.
Beatrice and Benedict are hard top.
Did we rewatch the Kenneth Branagh version? him for a stream or something? The
No,
last,
I've never seen it.
I watched
You
it
watch
recently.
Did you watch it for work?
the Joss Whedon thing has much to do, right?
Keanu Reeves is in that one too. If that's
Who?
Keanu Reeves is
Yeah.
in.
Yeah.
He's Dogberry. So we went to a concert the other night in Ventura to see Guster, one of my favorite bands, and it's this tiny little venue in Ventura, in Guster, and the next big band that was playing there was Dogstar, Keanu Reeves' band.
Oh,
So I don't
didn't
know.
That's what it was called.
You want to go see it?
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
It's so cool.
All right. I'm gonna go eat my
On
sandwich off screen.
Friday, we went to see my favorite improv troupe, the Improvised Shakespeare Company.
It was
Ford
so
Theater in Los Angeles.
It was
cool.
one of the best things I've ever seen.
I really want to see one of those.
Because I was like, they'll like this. And then, with improv, I'm always like, oh, I hope it's good. But I should really, by this point, they're just incredible. And every show I've ever seen has been a banger. And I quote them. You don't quote improv shows weeks
Yeah.
later. I'm going, ooey, ooey.
Keep your creeping and peeking to a minimum.
They get a suggestion from the audience and they do a full 5-act Shakespeare play with thematically and they do it in iambic pentameter. They
It's
do a
incredible.
monologue. It's incredible.
And I was so invested in the story,
Yeah.
even though it was started out really stupid.
Yeah.
But oh man, it was very fun. Highly recommend.
All right, Lindsay, we'll let you go. Go enjoy Much Ado.
Have fun.
Great being on, and hi everybody, and hope to see you at the next one of these.
Yeah.
Bye.
We're doing more.
Bye.
Eat, eat.
How fun, everyone.
Much ado.
What's everybody's favorite Shakespeare? Wow, yeah, I feel like the trousers could just be transported into the 40s and they would fit.
Yeah.
I think that's true.
My favorite Shakespeare is super basic, so I feel like
What is?
it's Hamlet.
Uh,
I love Hamlet. I
Ooh.
love Hamlet.
Yeah.
And I love
Roldan.
Rosencrantz and Guildenstern Are Dead is
Do you
also a
do
really good
that. I
play.
like the reading of it.
Do you love to go see Dom and Billy do it in Canada?
I do
Because
love.
I want to do that.
I do love. Alex has already said she wants to go. And I was like, if you want to go, I gotta go.
Oh, hi! This is somebody's first live stream. Welcome.
Yay.
You
Hello.
don't have to watch 2 times to catch up. It's okay to be late. Whatever.
Yeah.
I'm so glad you liked Full Party and Headless. If you're just joining us and you haven't listened, this is a stream to celebrate the release of our newest project, The Case of the Greater Gatsby.
Greater Gatsby.
It's an audio narrative. You can listen wherever you listen to podcasts. It'll make you laugh.
Out. Detective duo Big Weinstein and Ford Phillips solve the mystery of who killed F. Scott Fitzgerald in the year 1940 in Tinseltown.
It's got old Hollywood. It's got literature. It's got real people.
Songs?
It's got songs. It's got us. What more do you want?
It's got celebrity impressions.
Fun.
I love Othello. I was in Othello when I was 14 and I played Roderigo. I got to die. That was my first death. Sorry,
Oh, fun.
spoiler alert. It's very old.
I don't think I have ever seen or read Othello.
It's quite good.
So
It's
that is
very,
a spoiler
it's like
for
a
me.
huge bummer.
Yeah, I can't say that, Josh.
But you should see it for all the Iago monologues.
Sure. I'm sure it's fair.
Choice.
That was part of what I enjoyed about seeing the improvised Shakespeare was generally you know what happens in
Yeah.
pretty much every Shakespeare, but not in this one.
You don't know.
Did not know.
You just couldn't know.
You could not know.
They don't know.
Oh, Sarah, that's so nice. Thanks. Welcome to your first live stream.
Yay.
Yeah, we do a lot of live streams when we do Kickstarters, which obviously we kickstarted Greater Gatsby last summer, and no plans. Bye, Jaime. No plans to do another one anytime soon. Although I am planning on doing a Kickstarter sometime soon.
Pitch it.
It's gonna happen this week. Go set your.
I've already saved it.
You
On
did?
Kickstarter. You can save it. If you go to Kickstarter and you search Mary Kate Wiles, you can find the Kickstarter and then you can have it remind you when it launches.
Thanks
It'll
for
email
doing
you.
that. That makes me feel
I don't know
really
if it's
good.
like Instagram, but I figure the more people that click it, the more it'll like push it.
I'm sure it's probably helpful. I should probably just go. I've shared the link with my patrons, but not publicly yet. Hello, Mai. But anyway, we love to do live streams during Kickstarters, and the good news is we'll be doing a live stream monthly, at least for the next few months, as we release Greater Gatsby. So
Gotta check out this book.
also, we still have to thank all of our Greater Gatsby Kickstarter backers in a live stream. We have not done that yet, so we will be doing that at some point. Had to wash out that deep conditioner. I did it. Good job conditioning your hair. Got it. Must be done.
Whoa, what? That's so weird.
What happened?
The book is just showing Samuel L. Jackson.
That's so weird. Wait, but isn't that a meme that you like?
Not quite. The meme,
You know what I'm
I
talking
like the Grease one. Where he's
Oh.
I can't say this language on the stream. I feel like I have before, but man, I'm laughing about it again. It never fails to make me laugh.
Are you
Anyway.
guys hot? Is it hot? I turned off the air. Should I turn it back on? You hot?
Yes.
He's warm. He's warm. Okay, I'm gonna turn it back on. Sinead, you're on your own.
Oh no.
Good luck.
I don't remember any of my lines from that, but I do remember my monologue as the jailer's daughter in The Two Gentlemen of Verona. Probably not.
that.
Yeah?
I was in college.
Why should I love this gentleman?
Yeah.
His honesty will never affect me.
Yeah.
I am base. My father, the mean keeper of this prison, and he, a prince. That was one of my favorites.
I don't remember it, but yeah, I did learn it. I think that's fun. That's fun.
Back, I don't need to do anymore. Thank God.
Recite Annabelle Lee.
Oh yeah.
Oh, I didn't finish memorizing it. Let's see. It was many and many a year ago in the kingdom by the sea that a maiden there lived, but whom you may know by the name of Annabelle Lee. This maiden lived with no other thought than to love and be loved by me. I was a child, and she was a child, in this kingdom by the sea. But we loved with a love that was more than love, I and my Annabelle Lee. The angels were sad. The winged seraphs of heaven. No, I need more time. They were mad. They got jealous, and they sent a wind that chilled Annabelle Lee. And then her kinsmen came to tomb her up in her sepulcher by the sea. And it's because the angels were like so envious of her. I'm just summarizing. The angels were like, I can't believe they love it. I covet their love. I'm envious. And so they are the ones that actually sent that wind, chilling and killing the beautiful Annabelle Lee. So what happened was Poe is like, oh, I'm so sad the moon never beams without bringing me dreams of my beautiful Annabelle Lee. I'm going to go to the coffin and chill with her in her sepulcher by the sea. So yeah, he just gets in that tomb and chills with her every night.
What you gotta do?
So
Sometimes.
yeah, I memorized it. Yeah.
Oh, that's very funny.
The original Manic Gothic Dream Girl. Yup. Yeah, it was Samuel L. Jackson the entire time. That's the story.
Dang it. Now everyone knows.
Laundry.
Laundry. Cool, everybody.
Yeah,
Thanks for joining us today.
I know. This is so fun. It's been a while since we streamed.
Sure has been.
I don't even remember. I guess it was during the Kickstarter.
Probably about a year ago.
Mhm.
A year ago.
Oh yeah. One, yeah.
What else to say or do? I'm gonna have when Sean is done eating his sandwich, I'm gonna cut that cake and I'm gonna try it. Don't hurry. You don't
That's
have to
just how
hurry.
he eats.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
What else do you guys want to know? What else do you want to share? Anybody doing anything fun this weekend? I mean, did you already do anything fun this weekend? We saw Shakespeare. We saw a movie that we will not talk about because the strike.
But you can probably guess.
It was a movie that is out right now.
One of those.
And
There's only 3.
Yeah.
There's 4.
there's 4 movies out right now?
Yeah.
We've seen a lot of famous people this weekend.
Oh yeah, there were so many famous people at the Shakespeare thing.
We told Shelby and she was like, nobody's working. And I was like, yeah, I guess
we're
that's
all-
true.
We're all going trips.
We're all hanging out.
Um,
Oh, I'm sorry that there were people at your house and that you didn't enjoy that. That's no fun.
that can be a big bummer. Like, get
Yeah.
out of my house. I'm supposed to be here.
I hope everyone will observe Rosie sleeping.
Oh, Rosie.
She is loving the staircase. Oh no, baby, no, don't ruin your back.
Oh no.
I hate that, I'm sorry. Ooh, sweet and sour tofu, that's fun.
Yum.
A Game of Thrones
Ooh,
themed
that's
murder
fun.
mystery.
Who did it? Who did it?
Very fun. I confess, I get very stressed out about those types of parties. I do not like improvising with people I know.
It is worse with people you know.
Yeah, I get stressed out about it.
I've done a few like improv, like immersive events, and I'm fine with the actual event, but it's the rehearsal where you're like, okay, now improv amongst each other and we'll practice. And I'm like, I don't want to do that.
Yeah.
And then if I improv something and I like it and then I bring it back on the night of, I feel like everyone's judging me. I'm like, no.
You gotta use your good material. Is Rosie gonna be in Greater Gatsby? Hey,
Fun.
Rose. Rosie. Rose.
Rosie.
She's in her trailer.
She's not answering
She does not.
questions. She's not answering questions right now. We'll see. I'm happy to have her in it if she wants to. How was your sandwich?
Really good.
Yeah, that was
Excellent.
your first time having that kind?
Yeah.
Beep, boop, beep. Do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do. Oh, here's something we can tell you all. Headless is playing in three film festivals at the same weekend at the end of the month.
So fun. We're going to one.
And we'll be at Cinequest in San Jose. So if you're in the area, come say hi.
San Jose is so fun. I went recently, and I went to the best coffee shop I've been to in a long time called Voyager. I will be there. There's a lot of really cool cocktail bars too, and that's where the Winchester Mystery House is.
Yeah.
Something that's happening this weekend that I'm very sad to have missed, and I miss it every year because it always just pops up, is Midsummer Scream. Is that what it is? It's like a horror convention in Long Beach, or it's either Long Beach or Pasadena. I'm not sure. It's just a whole weekend of like vendors and immersive houses and spooky panels and stuff. But they've made like a makeshift Winchester house this year. Also, Harvey Guillen is doing that. That's cool.
Oh, that's so cool.
But I always miss it. It always just comes up. It's like, I should know it's Midsummer Scream. I should know it's in midsummer.
I'm like, oh, it's midsummer time. Must be time. Just gonna say, Headless is also playing in Birmingham, Alabama at the
Wow.
Sidewalk Film Festival, if anybody is in that area.
Really cool.
And also here in Los Angeles, which is kind of a bummer that we're gonna miss it because we're gonna be in San Jose. But all these festivals shouldn't have been on the same weekend.
It's fun to go. It's fun to go on a trip, you know?
Fun to
Even just for a weekend.
Yeah, I'm excited. It'll be so cool.
Mhm.
Lots of film festivals for Headless. You know what else is cool? Jake, why don't you tell us what else is cool?
Okay. It's Hunt Killer. It's Hunt Killer. Hunt Killer's really cool. So I wanted to thread this in a more poetic way, but I blacked out, as you can see. So I wanted to talk about it in terms of Greater Gatsby, obviously. So what I really loved about Greater Gatsby is it's so different from filming Headless, because on Headless, we got to see all of our friends and it was really, really fun, and lunchtimes were awesome, but we were frantic and chaos.
The rest
and
of
it
the
was
time, we were
terrifying.
a breath away from a
Yeah,
breakdown.
always concerned about money and COVID and are we gonna get kicked out of this location? Our locations were great. I'm sorry, they're great.
There's just so much that can go
Yeah.
wrong on a film set.
And we're cleaning and putting away trash and putting out. But so for Greater Gatsby, we're in these beautiful, like clean, cool audio studios, and there's only 3 mics per studio. So we've been getting our friends to come in one at a time with very little overlap. So what I've loved about that is being able to be like, Dante, I haven't seen you in a while. I can actually have a conversation with you and do our scenes and say farewell, and you go, and then another person comes in, and you just get a lot of personal time with everybody. And I was relating that to Hunt a Killer because the way I like to have social time is by doing like monthly game nights. Recently, a couple of my friends moved away, and we have been keeping in touch by doing like monthly game nights, playing code names or like, you know, like other fun things. We haven't done a Hunt a Killer one yet, but I think that would be a great one to do with like a monthly game night with friends. So
I agree.
Yeah.
How fun.
Yeah.
And a great way to connect with people that you miss. You can get it at the link in the description if you would like to support and have your own fun time.
Yes,
very fun
Ramona.
Ramona,
What's Hunt a Killer?
5-4, my sister Ramona.
I can only do that one line.
What did you miss? You missed Lizzie talking about audio. You missed Tim talking about being Archibald Maitland. Missed us all eating sandwiches on camera except for Sean, who went away to eat his
I
sandwich.
won't do that.
I don't want to do it either, but I did it because it's stream time. I'm terribly embarrassed and I'll think about it all day, but I did it for the good of the company.
The
The company
Wow.
justifies the beans.
Oh. This is not a stream conversation, but Joe had an idea yesterday that he texted us that seemed more like a goof to make us laugh, but I'm really into it.
I don't remember.
We'll discuss off camera.
Okay.
I don't know what you're talking about.
You guys read the text?
Oh. Yeah.
That's rich coming from you.
I was hoping that nobody heard me say that.
I'm going to
Look.
have some cake.
I read the texts, I just don't respond. Because most of them are sent before I wake up.
That's true.
Sorry.
That's true. We will make decisions that affect everyone and be like, well, hope Sean's good at this. He's asleep.
I'm trying to become a morning workout person.
Yeah, I was. Now I'm not a workout person at all.
That's
I
what
don't recommend
happens
working out.
when you become a morning workout person.
You know what's cool? Hunt a Killer. You know what's not? Working out.
And I'd like to talk a little bit about working out your brain.
Nope.
Nope,
Nope, that's not
that's 10 minutes.
No.
We got 10
Yeah.
minutes.
Yeah, I was, for the first couple weeks after ARM, I was sleeping maybe like 3 hours a night. 'Cause I would just like wake up and it would be so painful. And then it was like 4 and I would just kind of stay up. Not do anything, just stare at the wall. I should have turned on the TV or something.
Yeah.
And then I thought, oh, am I a morning person now? I'm just going to get up early. Because then I started to get up and it was like 6:37. And I'd be like, I'm up. But that went away pretty quickly. And now I'm back to sleeping in.
Hi, Steve.
Steve.
Sarah, I'm sorry to taunt. I don't mean to taunt.
I don't know what he's talking about, so I guess I could read the text. Shoot. Oh, right.
You know, is that crazy?
What? Are you talking to me?
Yeah.
Oh. Oh, yeah. I remember this.
And what got me there is what you said, justified by the beans. Justified the beans. Here's my idea for the. It would be this. It would be that. And then you just name.
Yeah.
Well, this is exciting live stream content.
A couple weeks ago, when I was in the midst of pain, Joe, we were all just kind of riffing and coming up with character names, and I was like, oh, this is what happess is. I think that's my happy place, is coming up with character names.
Oh, sorry.
But I remember that Were we not on?
No.
Yeah.
We were not on.
I think the hardest time we've ever had coming up with a character name was Ford Phillips.
Yeah?
Yeah.
We were just like, nothing. I would pitch things and Sean would be like, no, jump in the sea.
No, I said wade into the sea.
Wade in the water.
Slowly.
Yeah. Big Wine Shine, y'all went on a trip and then came back and you were like, Big Wine Shine. And I was like, okay. And then we were like, we need a.
Oh, I'm sorry. I moved. Okay, or you move.
Yeah, Ford Phillips was tough.
Quebec James, are you still
Oh
here?
yeah, what happened to Quebec James? Guys, it's good. My cake is good.
Big Wine Shine was a drink we saw.
Mm-hmm.
And then Ford Phillips is a combination of Philip Marlowe
Oh yeah.
and the word Ford.
Yep.
Not wrong.
Shirley
Sorry,
Temple's
everybody.
store-bought cookies is also great. Like Milanos, the mint Milanos, the orange Milanos.
What are we talking? What about Milanos?
Store-bought cookies.
This is the part of the stream where we just name cookies.
The petit, I mean, I should be. That's very on theme.
Mhm.
The petit chocolatier are my favorite, are a favorite, especially when I'm in a tea phase, which I'm not right now. Oh, I'm in a hard coffee phase. But
Hard
before I
coffee.
broke my arm, I was in a huge tea phase. I got really into Harney and Sons, and I got like, because of Tara, and I got like 4 different flavors. But I really only like the cinnamon spice one. Hot cinnamon spice. I talked about that in my newsletter.
And the
Very good.
decaf also, so
The
you can have it at night.
I only get the decaf.
Hey, does everybody see my Yeti, my Shipwrecked Yeti? Does everybody see it?
Yeah, I can see it.
Is it on both sides? It is.
Yeah.
So cool.
Yeah, there was no extra charge to put it on both sides, so why not?
So cool.
Every now and then Yeti runs a thing where they will customize a beverage container for free. And so I got some stuff.
I got a coffee container.
Yeah.
Because I'm going hard into coffee right now.
Well, it started out as a tea container.
Yeah, we all have shipwreck Yetis.
So cute. I lost my hydro flask during the Great Break because I was mid-workout, and then I had just bought a hydro flask. It was very expensive for me a month earlier, and then my friend went back to get it for me, and they were like, "It's gone." I was like, who took my hydro flask? That's so mean. Put it in the lost and found. It was teal, and I miss it. I was so hydrated back then.
What you need is
Together?
no,
Oh,
never mind.
What you're gonna do is you're gonna take the Hunter Killer box and put it in a funnel, like a big version of those little cups that come with the bubbler. Drink out of it. Gotta put a wax seal on it.
Mhm. Yeah, you want to drink out the corner, or else it'll all just go like this. Hunter Killer is good for playing Hunter Killer games, and that's pretty much it. You're not going to want to use it to drink out of. It's not very good for that. You might just cause a mess. You might just make a mess. So just play Hunter Killer.
It's almost time for you to talk about brain elasticity.
Yeah, I'm going to.
Whoa. Sorry, everybody. I'm just lost enjoying my cake. It's pretty good. Pretty good.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
It's got a peach compote. It is drenched
Hello.
in a Prosecco syrup. It has a vanilla whipped cream.
Yes.
And
See that vanilla bean.
yeah, and peaches. Sea bean.
Sea bean.
I know bean when I see one. And peaches and mint, everyone.
Connoisseur of the bean. Meal prepping. I could be that person. I have such dreams for myself to meal prep. And then Sunday comes and I'm like, might as well try watching Succession for the 4th time and failing. Every single Sunday.
Sunday Succession.
Instead of meal prepping. can't do it. I got to the beginning of episode 3. That's as far as I've gotten. I'm just like, I don't get it.
Mm.
Everyone's just in navy blue. And Darcy doesn't even have an accent. So why am I watching this?
Darcy.
Darcy.
I haven't seen it. I don't care for it. So
You haven't seen it, you don't care for it.
I watched the first episode and I was not into it.
I've seen the first episode 3 times now.
Guys, Rosie's looking very cute. I just hope you know.
Oh,
Hello.
Hi.
I'm glad she's out here with us.
Me too. Scared though.
yeah.
Scared.
She's really in the center of all of it.
Yeah, she has to be.
If we could zoom in on her.
Beep, beep.
Zoom in.
Yeah, I gotta find my hydro flask.
Yum. Excuse me. What's another question for you all?
Well,
Could it be?
Oh my goodness.
What?
What? Guinea pigs named Fig and Ford.
Oh,
Katie.
yay!
That's
Katie also has guinea pigs.
That's so cute.
And a dog
Big
named Dash.
Swine
That's fun.
That's
cute.
cute.
Big swine shine. Oh
That's
my
for
god.
P.I.G. Oh
That's
my
incredible.
That's the best.
That's so wild.
God.
And cool.
Big swine shine is a good insult.
Rosie is the killer, so I don't think she wants anyone hunting her. She wants to do the hunting.
Yeah, she likes to
And speaking of Hunter Killer,
hunt.
we hope that people have a lot of fun trying to put the pieces together in the Greater Gatsby because puzzles are good for the brain. And recently I read an article about brain elasticity and how it's important to keep challenging yourself and doing riddles and solving problems and how that's great for your long-term brain health. And Hunter Killer lets you do that in a fun and social way with your friends. Hey, why watch Knives Out, okay, when you can live it
Whoa.
and make your brain healthier?
Because
Studio
at the
did
same
not tell
time?
us to talk about that.
Already seen it
Oh,
3
shoot,
times.
yeah, I shouldn't have said that. Oh, shoot.
Well, we're saying don't watch it.
Yeah, we're saying
I'm
I
not
said
that.
saying-
don't watch Succession.
Do watch
Don't
it.
watch
Like,
it.
It's a fly
Yeah.
back here. Anyways, Ramona,
What's Hunter Killer?
We should really do that before we start the shout out.
I just told you.
Yeah. That's why I've been trying to memorize poems lately. I'm like, I gotta keep
for your
this
brain.
brain not dusty.
I got a game on the phone.
On the old phone talker, see?
Sean told me about that is a word game, and I've been enjoying it.
So fun. What's it called?
It's called Spell Tower, I
Oh.
believe. Not a word game, but like a build word. You find the
You play it?
words.
No,
You know
but the game designer is kind of big and well known in the game.
Oh,
Zach
interesting.
Gage is his name.
Oh,
Sorry.
He made it
I'm
work at
sorry.
Starbucks. And then,
Really?
Okay.
Yeah, it's really fun. It's
Oh,
a
yeah.
word search game with like other puzzle elements,
Yeah, it's fun.
strategy.
Scooby-Doo Mystery Pals. Never seen it.
Well, everybody, we only have 15 minutes left to enjoy our time together. Is that how strike rules work? We are not supposed to be promoting
Yeah.
work that would be struck. But I suppose that means we can tell people not to watch things.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, Mary and Pippin. Honestly, I'm honored that you chose Fig and Ford over Mary and Pippin because Mary and Pippin would also be great.
Gonna have less people, less guinea pigs with those names.
That's true. Big and Ford. Yeah, only 13 minutes left to enjoy our time together. After this,
But we will be around.
yeah, I was gonna say after this, Sean and Sinead will be doing a live stream for Patreon, in lieu of their Make Sean and Sinead Love Movie podcast this month. And if you do want to hear us talking about movies and you haven't listened to that podcast, you can go listen to it. There are some episodes that are out.
There are.
And they're
We
fun.
were trying to schedule this last one before Gatsby, and then
Gotta wait.
it got away from us, and then we went on strike. And we were like, well, can't do this.
There will just be one more hunting.
Just one more. Hope
Or
you guys
will
have
there?
fun. Oh, serious.
And if your brain was more elastic, you would get it. Okay.
Whoa.
Yeah.
It's fun to act in Greater Gatsby.
Yeah, what's been your experience?
And
Greater
then-
Gatsby's fun.
It's fun, and you guys are both really good in it. And we all do multiple character voices, which is fun.
Yeah. Yeah, we all do.
We all do.
Get ready for that. It gets interesting. Yeah, it's fun. I remember being so nervous for Gilded Lily. I watched so many videos of Kate Blanchett and the Aviator.
Yeah.
And Jennifer Jason Leigh and Hudsucker Proxy to get the Fig voice down. And then it ended up becoming its own thing. And then for this, I was like, I listened to one video the morning of, and I was like, here we go.
I got it.
Yeah.
Showtime.
Are there songs to come? There probably are songs to come.
Yeah.
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 We
think-
had a Patreon work session that
Yeah.
That patrons could join at a certain level
Mhm.
this week with Dylan Gladhorn, our composer, where
It was probably our best Patreon session yet.
if you haven't watched
Dylan
it,
is amazing to watch work.
At what level do you have to pledge to get access to these work sessions?
I don't know.
yeah, that's a you question. What are you
I'm
asking
gonna be
us?
real honest.
What
no
is
idea.
Hunt to Kill?
That's a mystery we should solve.
At the $50 level, if you
Okay.
support us on Patreon, you get an inside look into Sean and Sinead's work sessions. And the one this month included Dylan. Yeah, it's not a spoiler. We said in the Kickstarter that there would be more Vivian songs, and there will indeed.
Yeah, we've had 2 sessions with him, and like the Dracula song we did last year took a long time to write. I don't know how many specific sessions, but
4 or 5.
4 or 5, yeah. And these ones, I mean, we're not done with the song, but I feel like we got 80% there on multiple.
Yeah, and then we go away and hide in a hole while Dylan does the work, the magic.
Yeah,
of
Dylan left
music.
one. He was like, I think there's something I need to unlock to make this like really a song. And we were like, well, all right, good luck with that.
Bye.
You'll do it.
And then he sends us little things that he's recorded on his phone where he's like noodling around. It's very fun.
Hi, Rose.
Bye, Rose.
Goodbye.
And
No bees in Worcester.
what was I about to say? Dracula song it is so fun.
It's so fun. It's
very
like
good.
one of my favorite things we've ever done.
Yeah, I agree.
And I need it. I need
More people to watch it.
people to see it.
What?
Jane, the work sessions
Oh yes.
do get recorded and posted. I think there was one that we did.
There's a couple that you.
It was
forgot.
boring, but the Dylan one is definitely recorded.
Yeah.
And posted.
Yeah, there have been a couple occasions recently where I forgot to record, but then we made up for it and then posted it. So always check back. Usually within a day, we post the link.
I'm angling for eventually in the future, after perhaps there are more Shipwrecked songs, to have a live show, a little live concert, maybe. What do you think about that?
A little singing.
Yeah.
It's just an idea. I'm not saying it's happening. I'm just saying it would be fun.
It would be really cool. We could have Vivian, we could have the MC
Yeah.
show up.
The bard.
Could have the very bard, Diedrich. Diedrich Knickerbocker.
Not Shakespeare.
Shakespeare?
He's dead. And maybe didn't exist.
Whoa.
Oh.
Oh, conspiracy.
Oh, cool. We got a new
Oh,
follower.
Yes.
Hell yeah, that's
Tell
awesome.
Yeah.
your friends.
We're trying to figure out how podcasts get like how you get the word out about them. So yeah, let everybody you know that this is a fun thing to listen to.
You're walking down the street, all the people that you meet.
If you are able to subscribe on multiple platforms and leave us ratings and leave us reviews, that's cool. What?
Don't forget, Murder at the Motel.
I just saw it was only half in frame, so I just moved it over a little. Shoot, what did you say?
Oh,
What?
he doesn't have access to that Discord channel.
Oh, that's so weird, Jane. I'm sorry. Huh. Well, glad we figured that out. We'll get to the bottom of that. Yeah, if you guys can please rate and review and share as much as you feel comfortable. But certainly rating and reviewing and subscribing if you don't want to share it. That
True growth
helps.
comes when you leave your comfort zone.
Oh boy.
So,
Give us a can.
no, this isn't. I was just talking about.
Oh, okay. Never mind.
I was just talking about leaving your.
I
comfort
thought
zone.
this was.
Oh, I see,
thought
I
it was
see, I see.
happening.
We got.
So
Oh.
Prosecco was very good.
That's nice, Sarah. Do you like it?
Yeah, it's really
That's so nice.
Come on.
Yeah, thank you. I wish more people would find our high quality stuff.
Mhm.
good. So sad.
Someday, maybe they will. Yeah.
We need Try Guys to do an episode where they try every
Watching all our stuff.
shipwreck comedy.
Yeah.
I think that might do it.
Yeah, maybe. Well, appreciate all of y'all who are here. This has been such a fun stream.
Benjamin.
Prosecco's
Bunch
good.
of fun time.
Does Prosecco, do you want more? I think there's a tiny bit, or did I drink it all? There's a tiny bit. No.
Yeah, I'll split that with somebody.
Okay. You still got some over there. Then I'll have some.
And
And I'm happy. 2015.
kind of funny. That's all I want.
Kind of funny.
Kind of funny.
Kind of funny. Come here, Rabbit.
Kind of funny.
It's kind of
Just
funny.
a little funny, not too
Sorry, that was
funny,
the
Oh,
but
that's
funny
great.
enough to keep watching. Not Succession though, that wasn't funny enough.
Oh man. Yep. Excuse me.
I showed my brother also. He was like,
You
What'd
showed your brother?
Not for me. I respect it though.
respect the hustle.
You guys did a good job with the sets.
You guys.
Man, we painted those walls blue.
We sure did. It was so fun.
So silly.
What a fun time that also was so stressful.
We built an office.
At one point before Gilded Lily, I laid down on the floor because we couldn't take it anymore because we didn't know if we had our location, and it was like 3 days
Yeah.
before we were supposed.
I probably cried.
Every time we start doing a project, Mary Kate gets really stressed out, and I go, "Are you sure you want to be doing this?
And I'm like, yes,
Is this a life choice you want?
this
to
is my
make?"
dream. This brings me joy.
Oh, and the set we built had like a fly out wall so that we could record at different angles. It was cool. It was great.
Your art is so amazing.
It's crazy.
I
how
look at
good
it all
your
the
art
time
is.
and I go, ah.
It's so cool.
She's not a bird. She's a person. Very fun. Very fun.
You mean to tell me your boss is a banana?
How good is Dante's voice?
Oh. So good.
So good. It's great.
You know what else is so good?
Alright. Hoo-wee.
I just want to say
Uh-huh.
thanks again to our sponsor, Hunt a Killer.
Thank you, Hunt the Killer.
We know that Fig and Ford would have loved playing these box sets, and Willie would have enjoyed all the fun props that came with them. I mean, I still use. Oh, this
No.
is you. You
No, it's me. I do that.
Yeah,
I use a tiny little dagger that we found in one of the boxes as a letter opener. It's really fun. I
That's
think it's
so
from
cool.
the Ren Fair one.
That's so cool. I didn't know there was a wrench.
And there's a little rose pin, and it just I have a lot of pins, and I'm like, oh, this is great.
So you can keep Hunt a Killer with you forever.
Yeah, no, but truly, there's all these props that are really fun.
That's so cool.
Really, real tactile props. Pins.
Don't
Letter O.
stab someone for real, though.
I am really impressed. The like amount of putting that together seems difficult.
I would like
That's
to
cool.
work there.
Yeah, that's so cool.
Hunt a killer. Yes.
But truly, it's really nice to have a sponsor that believes in us. We believe.
And genuinely, if
We
you
do believe in them. They
Yes,
exist.
they exist,
and
they're
we
right here.
have it.
if you enjoy the stuff that we do, you will enjoy playing Hunt a Killer, I think.
Yes, Bernadette asks if we can do something role playing.
We are going to do a D&D video soon. Yeah.
That Candela Obscura looks
Really cool.
Looks really cool. Looks very much up our alley. Alleys.
One alley.
One alley.
Yeah, we share an alley.
Shipwrecked alley. And then there's different branches.
Off of the alley.
This
What
sounds
are
like a
the
street.
branches?
Yours is like the cottage core branch.
Oh, thank you.
Yours is like baseball. And mine is like Guillermo del Toro.
You can't play baseball in a branch of an alley.
So that's a Tom Cruise.
Anyways, we are going to be filming a Shipwrecked Plays D&D.
In an alley.
Yeah. With Christopher and Corey.
And we'll all be in parakeets. We'll be skydiving as we do
Into
it.
the alley.
All right, everybody.
Mark!
Thank you so much for joining us. Oh, I look like.
Oh, good luck with that.
Thank
Oh, wow.
you.
Good luck.
Happy recovery.
Oh, goodness.
Cheers to you.
Yes, sending
Well,
you good vibes.
Save some Greater Gatsby to listen to while you're recovering.
Yeah.
It'll help.
Yeah. Thank you, everybody, for tuning in. This has been such a wonderful time hanging out with you. We will be doing another stream next month in August. Stay tuned. Date will be announced. And stay tuned for new episodes of Greater Gatsby every Wednesday. And oh my goodness, if you're a Patreon patron at the $8 level or above, you will get episodes on Tuesday before everybody else. And you'll also get bonus episodes where we talk about the making of. So we will have to think of other behind the scenes facts to share that we didn't share already. Yeah, so glad you guys are enjoying the show. Thanks for listening. Almost stop watching. And thanks for hanging out with us. And we'll talk to you later. And thank
Bye.
you, Hunt a Killer.